The Emerald Isle, the thriving city of Dublin, and we're glad to have you with us from Aviva Stadium. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Collin, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Should we fear the Frog this season? TCU coming out 9-4 last year, but have lost their quarterback, Josh Hoover, to the transfer portal. Sonny Dykes has signed a new contract, a new recovery and wellness center. They've got some of the best facilities in the Big 12. We'll see if they can continue some dominance after their run to the national championship a few years ago. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So North Carolina's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. Not a highly touted recruit, but what a job in camp to win the starting job here for the opener. They'll try the left side. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formation.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Off the play fake. Makes the catch and he's free. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UNC! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive. They ended a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
So the TCU Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll run it from the gun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a win.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen, because they're just so dynamic.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job.
Makes a grab and room to run. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Can we just talk about how ridiculous of a catch that was? That was unbelievable. The receiver just sticks his paw out.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. On the move. Makes a man miss. Turning it on. He now has 74 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Hard running there. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. From the gun, the ground game. Going the other way, and he's got room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Might as well give it to him again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the grab. It's shipped.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Might have a chance. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Dropping back, it's Craig. Working that left side now. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's small. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. This time he wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He's racked up 92 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Thurman. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
Snags it, and he's open. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking for the goal line. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Splits the uprights. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I checked in with the Horned Frogs head coach at halftime. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Craig. Makes the catch. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Looking for room. It's Hall. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tons of room in the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, UNC! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Delayed handoff. It's Payne. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with the run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Working that wide receiver screen. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside, it's Payne. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run in the red zone, it's Payne. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Unleashes to the end zone. Trying to bull his way in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, TCU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking for room, it's Hall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They kick it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the outside. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Going to the run, it's Payne.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Fires quickly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Send the tight end in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Wants to throw. It's Craig. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Hall. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And the try is no good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him. He's been good all game long. Not surprising. Late in the game, they still can't stop him. They get the first down right there to ice this one away. And this defense, they've got some adjustments they're going to have to make.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Fit it in the window for the score.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
Snags it, and there's running room. Bulldozes his way through. Steps out of bounds. He's all the way down to the 13-yard line, and they are in scoring territory. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass, it's Craig. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Third down, they need 12. Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great